Annie stayed when she could have walked away. Never demean yourself for a man. Kindly subscribe, like, and share this video to get more knowledge. Thank you. The things that attracted Two-Face to Idibia, let it go. Never build your life round a man. Never see a man as your all. The things that made Annie sexy and appealing to Two-Face, she dropped it to chase after Two-Face. She was obsessed about him. I wouldn't even call that love, because that's not what love is about. But for the sake of the world we live in, where everything toxic have been turned into love, Annie's version of love to Two-Face was unhealthy. And the more he rejected her, the more she yearned for him. There's only so much forgiveness you can give a person who continuously hurt you over and over, will then turn into resentment. And you begin to resent that person, which then shows up in various ways in your life. You start doing things that are out of your nature without you even knowing that you're doing these things. You start hurting each other. Two-Face and Annie became the worst to themselves. They hurt each other because they were not receiving that true love that they both needed, that honor, that respect. So many a times, ladies, their partners would cheat on them and they would choose to forgive. However, when things that you do are unnatural, it will work against you. Anything unnatural that you do will always work against you. It's to your destruction. It's never for your good, because he's hurt her so many times. She's had to forgive so many times. It then turns into resentment. There's only so much forgiveness you can do over and over. It takes its toll eventually. Annie left everything that made her Annie. The very things that attracted Two-Face to her, she dropped. And there's a lesson I want ladies to learn. Continue to maintain your own life. Maintain your identity. Stop planning your life around a man. Stop revolving your world around a man. Learn to be your own person. Continuously keep upgrading yourself and be the best version of you on a daily basis. Those are the things that will attract the right people to you, the right man to be consistent with you. Because these are the things that he is feeding off. He's feeding off your positive energy and is causing him to alter his own energy for the good of you and for the good of him. And he has to take accountability on the role she played to be a willing participant in the things that broke her. She saw the red flags, but she decided to be an understanding girlfriend, to be an understanding wife. She saw the red flags. She willingly became a participant. A lot of ladies will see the red flag. They will choose to make themselves their rehab center, to rehabilitate the man, to alter his mindset, to change his behavioral patterns. You're incapable of doing that. The man has to be willing to do the change himself. You're not going to do it for him. All you're going to do is destroy yourself in the process of trying to heal him. Two-Face broke Annie, but she was a willing participant. She gave him the loaded gun. He had the gun. She gave him the bullet to use to destroy her. If she had walked away when she should have, she wouldn't be where she is today. Two-Face, the monster you created has turned against you. Cheating is an emotional wound which you inflict on your partner whenever you cheat on them. Emotional wound cut deeper than physical wound. When you're emotionally unstable, it affects everything about who you are. Don't play with your mental health. Don't disregard your mental health. Anything that affects your mental health is dangerous for your life. Anything that affects your mental health in a negative way is dangerous for your life. It's going to eventually destroy you and leave you in a worse place. The Queen Speaks is here to make you learn better, make healthy decisions in life, and be a better version of yourself. Annie planned her life around Two-Face, and Two-Face disappointed her because you knew she was vulnerable. Because she knew she was weak, you took advantage of it. Now you come online to paint her black, to discredit her, because you knew she was trying to build herself up. You knew she was going to walk out once she gained her strength, she gained her power. She was going to walk out. You already seen the sign. You're seeing the sign. She's being empowered. The next thing you did was to come online, to set a narrative, to discredit her, to break her down, so she doesn't do what she needs to do. Two-Face is never changing. He's not going to change because he failed to take accountability of what he's done. He's left one relationship straight into another relationship. There is no time to heal. And the sad part is he's at the age where you would think maturity would at least step in. And this is a lesson for ladies who think, oh, I'm going to change him, I'm going to make him better, he's going to change, let me stay. The older he gets, it will change. This should be a lesson for everyone. A man who's not willing to put in the work himself is never going to change. A man who does not have the conviction that he's doing something wrong or he's living in a certain way that is hurting people around him, he's not going to change. He has to have that conviction for himself in order to change. And Two-Face has not had that conversation with himself. He's not at a place where he's seen what he has done, what area he has contributed. He's not taking accountability for it. He's still pointing fingers. He wants public validation. When you get that public validation, after you get it, then what? You still remain in your mess. Broken, unhealed, not growing, still there. Two-Face has jumped into another relationship, not healing from the marriage he's left, not healing from the mess he's created, not thinking, oh, these children have got, they are watching, they are seeing. And that is the sad part. No one is showing these children the right way to live life, the right way to deal with issues, the right way to grow a healthy family. No one. All these children are seeing are the wrong things around their parents, and that is so sad. They are breeding another generation that will inflict pain on someone else's daughter, on someone else's son. They are breeding another generation that will have to deal with the trauma they will leave behind, the problems they will create. Males do not have healthy example to look up to emulate. All you see are all these men that are glorifying cheating on their partners. This young generation, these children, they have bettered, are watching and seeing it and believing that this is the right way to do things. They are leaving broken people in their wake. All these men glorifying cheating, glorifying polygamous by nature. He's not left a good example for his children or for the young men and women watching him and looking up to him. It is so sad. Not coming out and bashing one another, seeking validation from people you do not know, people who do not even care for you. Two-Face has jumped into another relationship after destroying another relationship. He's jumped into one. He's not healed. He's not taking his time to reflect on the things he's done, the ways he's lived, his marriage, his children. He's not done all that. He's just jumped right in with his bleeding self, right into another relationship. So no one with a healthy mindset, no one who is whole will see Baba and go into a relationship with him. Whoever he goes into a relationship with is unhealthy, do not know who they are, have low self-esteem. It doesn't matter if they're educated, it does not matter if they're exposed, it doesn't matter if they've got money, it doesn't matter if they are wealthy, it does not matter if they are connected. Do they have a healthy mindset? That is how you know someone who is whole has healthy mindset. The characteristics you possess, the mindset, your thought process. If your partner hasn't healed or moved on from the past relationship or has emotional baggage, it can hinder the growth of your relationship. Both partners need to be ready for a fresh start. They need to be ready to get into a relationship. You have to put in the work, and a lot of men do not want to put in the work because it entails unlearning and relearning. You have to unlearn a lot of things that has been infused inside of you and relearn. And this takes work. It takes intentionality. You have to be intentional about certain things. You have to give up certain things. And that always poses a big, huge challenge for a lot of men. They rather remain in their broken state and keep seeking for who to suck out their healthy energy from. Once they see a woman healed, has good energy, they want to lash onto that. They come to you in the guise of they love you, they care for you. No, they want to suck out what you have. You've done the work, you've put on the work. They want to suck out your energy and leave their dark cloud, because where they are being tormented. They are in turmoil, but they don't want to put in the work to heal themselves, to come out of that state, to come out of where they are. That's why you must protect yourself. Be careful. Once you see the red signs, once you see the red ocean, once you see the red flag, whatever terminology you want to use, don't become their rehab center. A lot of women feel they can shoulder the pain. I can alter his mindset. I want to be his rehab center. I'm going to change him. And in the process, they will destroy themselves. That's the very thing that happened to Annie. She was operating from a place of hurt, thereby bleeding onto everybody. And as a result, people were reacting based off of what she was giving and causing her more pain, which brought about the chaos and division in the family, which led to them not liking her, which she, Annie herself, said that she's been hated. But nobody sat down to actually observe and see where this woman was operating from, because they themselves are not equipped, they are not knowledgeable, they are not willing to give her that help, they are not willing to show that empathy. There's a lot of lessons that we have to all learn from this. Never choose any man or anyone above yourself. Love yourself no matter the circumstance. Choose yourself above anything else. Don't give up yourself for anyone. Maintain who you are. Work on yourself. Keep growing. Keep upgrading yourself. Be the best version of you. Make healthy decisions in a relationship, in every area of your life, but mostly in your relationship, because that will determine who you are. That will determine how you turn out in life. Make healthy decisions when it comes to being in a relationship. Don't make excuses for what a man is showing you. Don't make excuses for bad behavior, bad character that a man is showing you. Don't love a man more than you love yourself. Let that sink in. Ponder on that. Always reflect on your relationship.